Coffee and Convo, y'all. The Graphk and Stew edition. Let's get it, y'all. Yo, salute to everybody already here in the building. Welcome to the latest installment of Coffee and Convo. I am one of your hosts, Graphk Raider. I got my big brother in the building, Stuart Swagger. What's good, bro?
What's going on, man? Happy Thursday.
Yes, sir. It's game day, man.
Like I said, I just had a chance to watch the Minnesota game last night. And I was kind of breaking that down and stuff. And then I'm looking through stuff and I'm like, all of a sudden I'm in a group text with like Thor and stuff. And they're like, game day. And I'm like, oh, that's right. Like, I remember they were saying this is short week. Those short weeks were the best though, man.
But hold on. Now, you usually don't hear that. Why is that?
Especially later on in the season, because practices start to get long, and the more time you give coaches, sometimes the more like
over game plan.
Yeah. So like with this, we play on Sunday. I'm sure they probably had Monday off, and Tuesday you look at the film, you get on the Chargers, and then Wednesday's the day before the game, and boom, you're ready to go. I mean, obviously, if you're banged up.
In which we are, and we're going to talk about that. But also,
everybody is.
No, at this time of the year, if you're not banged up, you're not playing the game right. But also, I think right now I agree with you in a sense, but also in our situation, it's a little more fragile, right? Because first year or interim offensive coordinator, first year quarterback, first year head coach, a short week is tough because these guys are already coming off a bye week, which you scored no points against the Minnesota Vikings. Yeah. The struggle's real, man. So, but you never know. I mean, like you said, like I love what Max said. Did you see what he said yesterday?
I know what he say.
In one of his quick interviews, he said he was pissed too. And I know he was talking to a lot of us that were talking about sitting him. You know, for those who have no idea, we talked about the Max Crosby knee injury and the infection was killed.
I was nervous when in the first quarter, also like no contact, and he's like,
yeah.
Around, I was like, oh no.
It looked like he locked it up a little bit. It looked like he locked up, but either way, thank God it wasn't anything serious. He walked off on his own accord.
Let me just say this: he was balling.
Yeah,
that dude, man, he was looking really, really good.
And guess what he said, Stu? He said, "I'm not missing any games. I hear all the bullshit of everybody saying rest them, sit them, blah blah blah." He said, "We condition all year round to play 17 games." He said, I wish I would allow a family or whatever to work all year around the clock to come to one game, to bring the kids to one game that I don't play in. I love it. Max is just a different breed, bro. Like this is the guy that you want to lead your organization into the future.
I want to revert back to last year. Remember why I was so upset with Waller when he didn't show up to a game?
Yep.
Because that was one of my main points. I said, what if a family has one chance to go to a game and that's their one game and they're there to see Waller and he's not there?
Yeah.
Saying like that's terrible, right? Mm-hmm. And I also say this again, there is so much bull crap that goes along with the NFL season in the off season, right? All the workouts and the 6 a.m.s and the running and the mini camps and the training camps. Like you do all that, you put up with all that BS to get 50 to 60 chances, 17 days out of the year, right? There's no way in hell I'm going to be taken off that field unless I'm being made to take off that field. That's one reason, like with the concussion protocol, I wasn't going to go out because I had some concussion, man, because again, one, the game is why you practice, right? I mean, that's when you show off. That's when you get to be with that's the fun part.
Mm-hmm.
But secondly, for me, I didn't, I was the guy that if I would come out that game, someone could come in and replace me.
And you may lose your job. You may never see that starting spot again.
Yeah. I mean, I actually watched, I think I watched one. Crosby has his own podcast, right?
Yes, The Rush, phenomenal show too. They put on a really good show.
Some of his buddies from Eastern, I think, right?
Yep.
And I watched one recently. I've liked Crosby, right? But I'm becoming more and more and more of a fan of him and just watching how pivotal, how important he is.
Yeah.
Raiders, not only the defense, but the entire team. And just his mindset is the mindset that I played with, is the mindset of a guy that I want the younger guys in the defense emulating.
Yeah.
Really, not only that, the whole team, right? So I wanted to give him his props there because I thought I was so happy to have that week off for him because you could tell. I mean, that dude was, I thought he was playing really, really good. Along with, and we talked about this, Wilson, right? Moving him in to that D tackle spot.
Oh my God, phenomenal, man. That bull rush has paid off. It paid dividends.
I mean,
the interior
it seems more he's getting sacks, he's turning, he's getting tackles. He's getting his hands up again.
But Minnesota also lost a few guards, tackles. They lost some guys during that game. I want to see if he can continue that trend.
He was playing pretty well against Kansas City as well when they were moving him inside as well. So
again, he has to improve his get off, Stu. Like it's still a little late, and you can't allow. You already know if you would allow an offensive lineman to put his hands on you first, you've already lost the rep.
And again, right, we talked about him having that injury, and that could be an issue. His foot, maybe.
Yes.
He's still not able to really get off that.
Yeah. And with the full off season and being able to train and get right, I think he's only going to get better as time comes.
And at 51 coming off that right edge, man.
Oh, Coates, man. He's been looking really good. And the good thing is we have one more year on his deal. And so we get to really look at him next year and really see if he can be that guy of the future coming off the other edge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but I'm hoping that Tyree pans out from the interior. It'd be great to be able to watch. Can you imagine one of our guys, Malcolm Coos, finally hits his stride, becomes that other guy, the anchor on the other opposite side, and then Tyree is the defensive tackle in the future. Like, it would just be phenomenal if that's how it ended up.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Salute to everybody here in the building, man. I appreciate you guys. Wipe them feet, man. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, go subscribe to our brother Stuart Schweiger's YouTube channel. Also, he does a lot of shows over there. Make sure you go subscribe to Stu's channel. Go over there, flood the comment section. Let them know we appreciate them over there. Go ahead, Stu.
All right. Obviously.
Oh, yeah. I want to see if you're going to do it.
People want my opinion.
Yes. Let's do it. Okay. So y'all thought that Stu wasn't going to talk about this? Like, come on. Like I don't think you guys understand. Y'all must not know the same Stu that I know because, look, we call out each other when we're fucking up. Right?
What were we talking about before we even got on this? Right, that was main thing of our conversation.
Yep, we actually had a full-blown conversation about Aiden O'Connell over the phone. We talked about the Minnesota game, and we're only going to go over this game briefly because we have a game today, so we don't want to beat it up. And to be real with you, it was 3-0. There's nothing to fucking talk about. You know what I mean? Like, we could talk a little bit about how great the defense looked, but I'm going to hand the floor over to our brother, Stuart Schweiger. How do you feel? And real quick.
Obviously,
real quick, Stu, 21 for 32, 171 yards, 1 pick. That was Aiden O'Connell.
Hold on. 21
for 32, 171, and that pick on the last series, first play from scrimmage on that last series.
Yep. Well, I want to say this. Obviously, I'm gonna have Aiden O'Connell as one of my favorite players. Okay,
that's Purdue guy, Raider. I mean, I understand.
It's a guy I know. A guy I know personally, a guy that I respect his game. I know how he approaches every game. He takes it very serious. He prepares like a quarterback should.
Yeah.
He's a guy that's learning, right? There's a lot of stuff going on right now. Okay.
Yep.
Now, I am gonna say this, that he's not garbage. There's people saying that he's garbage.
Stu, no. I want, you know what? Don't read the comments right now. We want your
So here's the deal.
opinion.
In that game, was Minnesota doing some things that were confusing him? Yes. The throwing the ball, the intentional grounding, no excuse for it. Okay.
Yeah.
Again, when you have, you had a guy open.
Josh was open in the flats up top.
Josh was open in the flats up top,
and
throw it out. I don't know if he resorted back to college or what it was, but that was not a good play. Okay.
Not at all.
Now, did he make some good passes in that game? I thought he did. Right. I thought he made some key passes. Right.
Definitely. The Trey Tucker, which it was a little duck but it was a catchable ball.
Catchable ball. You had Devontae Adams, a little behind him, but he dropped one. Mayer, very nice punch out.
Oh my God.
Those are three
perfect punch out.
Those are three incomplete passes that is not on Aidan O'Connell. Now, was he holding the ball a little too long in the pocket? I think he was. I think Minnesota was giving him some looks that were frustrating him. I thought he looked the most uncomfortable I've seen him in the pocket all season, right? Usually he's got that poise. This time,
and why is that, still? What do we talk about on the phone? About Flores blitzing a lot, disguising his blitzes. He gave all kind of different looks.
Yep.
They definitely had Stu. They definitely had Aidan on his heels. For sure.
And then, we gained some yards, right? Then we get a holding penalty. Then we gain some yards. We get another holding penalty. Then we're driving down, and then guess what? We fumble it, right?
Yeah.
So we just couldn't get any momentum going. Now, and again, the offensive line, how many sacks did he have?
He was sacked. Let me look at the full box score. I believe he was sacked. Was it 4 times?
Was it 4?
4 times for a loss of 25 yards.
Yeah. So again, the pocket was breaking down. He didn't look comfortable in it. I think they were messing with some of his reads. Again, the intentional grounding, and then obviously the interception was you can't do it.
Heart-wrenching. That was one of the
You can't do it. You can't do it. You just, again, I was sitting there going, okay, here's his chance to go drive down, win this game,
potentially create a legacy for yourself. Like that's something to build on moving forward.
Yeah. Now, again, guys are going to have bad games, and 21 of 32, 171 with 1 pick. Is that a horrible game? I don't think it's a horrible game, but you look at that interception towards the end. Yeah, that hurts.
That let me say this.
There were a lot of guys. I mean, again,
if you add a touchdown to that list, it's not that bad of a game. But not being able to score the point,
we win the game.
Yeah,
we win the game, right? Yeah. But again, offensive line struggling. Devontae Adams, what's ever going on with him, right? Not good.
Yeah.
Hunter Renfro fumbling that ball.
Run game not being able to get going.
We were just
56 yards on the ground, Stu. 56 yards on the ground.
Yeah, so again, when you can't establish the run, it's hard to get that defense, because a lot of times there were 3-man rushes, right?
Yeah.
So they're dropping a lot of guys back. It's hard to, when they're dropping 7 guys, they're playing the pass because they know we can't run it. So we were one-dimensional. Yeah. And again, these aren't excuses. I'm just saying what is happening with him. Now, again, there were some plays that he made that were just unacceptable. There was.
Yeah. No, definitely. And he's going to go through his bumps and bruises. He's a rookie. And what did we say on the phone prior to this? We said, even if he becomes a career backup, it's a great thing because this is the guy that we believe he can come in and win us a game or two if our guy goes down. If Aidan doesn't become this bright star that's, some people believe he can be, if he is a career backup, that's not saying it's a bad thing, you guys. We got him in the 4th round, and we know he can come in and win. He won his first 2 games, really, with Josh gone. What
did I say this year? What was I scared of this year for Aidan O'Connell?
Being thrown into the fire,
right? Yep. And now we're somewhat into what I knew was probably going to happen.
Yeah,
throw him in there.
Yeah,
right. Again, this is a kid who is a 4th round rookie. Right. Go look at any first round picks. Go back to Eli Manning. Go back to Phillip Rivers. Go back to some of these guys and look and see what their rookie seasons were like. You know,
and not even just that. 2 head coaches, two offensive coordinators. It's
2 offensive coordinators, 2 head coaches, dealing with injuries. You know, a lot of things going on there. So it's tough. You know, I'm not saying that in a different situation is he going to do better, but I was wanting fucking Jimmy G to be our guy for the year, right? Yeah. You know, have Aiden come in if he needed to, stuff like that. But have Jimmy G, you know, this year I even said even maybe Jimmy G next year. And then go and have Aiden sit back and learn, then him come in like Aaron Rodgers did with Brett Favre when he left. That's what I wanted. That's a perfect world.
Well, real quick, AP did name Aiden the starting quarterback tonight. There was a lot of rumblings and a lot of talk about potentially going to Jimmy G with the recent struggles. But he kept Aiden out there, so he will be starting tonight. We all know Justin Herbert will not be playing his out for the season.
I was wondering when there was all that talk about at halftime making these adjustments. I was wondering if he was going to put Jimmy G in that second half.
And a lot of people were screaming for it. If you watched the watch party that me and Hammer did, a lot of people were saying, hey, put Jimmy G out there. Let's just see. But at the end of the day, what is that going to do? Like we seen what Jimmy G did.
I remember a couple everybody wanted Jimmy G gone, right?
Yeah.
Not mistaken. So now we want him back.
Look, I refuse. Keep Aiden out there for the next 4 games, and let's just get into the offseason and we'll figure it out. Salute to John. If you watch Tyree, he cues off the man in front of him. This is facts, not the ball. Watch his helmet. He said if you watch Tyree Wilson from the interior, he cues off the man in front of him, not the ball. Watch his helmet. Oh. Salute to Dinah. Stu, how do I get one of you?
I don't like that.
Me neither. How do you get?
Always watch the ball.
Dinah wants to know, Stu, how can I get one of your jerseys?
Well, we were
literally just talking about that behind the scenes. Stu has to get his professionally made.
I mean, you can go on eBay and you can. I know.
There's a bunch of them over there. Definitely,
some people have found some on eBay.
Amazon as well.
They're a little tough to find, but the best thing to do is just. Like what I'm going to do here in a little bit is me and Graphk are going to go on Raider Image
and get something done.
Just make some stuff up. Yeah.
Yeah. Salute to Diane. I appreciate you. And salute to John once again. The run game didn't help Ayo. Keep the defense honest. Love you both. Y'all know that. Keep your grind going, brother. Salute to John. Appreciate you, brother. In fact, we always say this, and I hate to sound like a broken record, but what is 2 of the things that a rookie quarterback loves? Their tight end, security blanket, and a run game. Yeah. And we haven't been able to use really either one of them. So I don't know what to expect. I don't know what people expect from Ayo.
And again, I'm just thinking, again, as a rook, I mean, quarterbacks get paid the big bucks because they have so much to study and to know and to get down in a matter of what's the play clock? 35 seconds, 25 seconds? What is it?
Yeah, 25.
To make all those moving parts work and the audibles and checking things down. And then also you have guys in the huddle saying, get me the ball. No, get me the ball. No, run this play, do this. And I am thinking that Davante Adams is a distraction at this point. I think some of the decisions to throw to him isn't because it's the best decision. It's just to make him happy.
I'm going to be honest with you still too. And we talked about this briefly off air. You watch him like go, you guys, and this is not us. We love Davante Adams, one of the greatest wide receivers in the game. Yep. You go back and look at the tape, man, he is starting to lose a little step. Like the speed is not the same. And he's about to be 31 years old, I believe, right? Like he's just not being able to create any separation over there. Like if he's going to complain about not getting reps, get open. Bro, you can go look at the all 22.
Really, the only really slant or the only really pass that we have is that slant. And Aiden tried to force that in there on that last play there. It wasn't open, but that's about the only thing that we're really getting from him.
Yeah.
You know? I mean,
and you know what's funny?
And I will say this too, in the red zone, I don't know if it was Aiden's call or not, but that 1st and 10 throwing that look pass should have been done.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have been done.
No, definitely. I agree with you. He said he's not trying hard. I just think that he's frustrated. But you know what's funny? This is the thing. Last year, Devontae got the ball a lot, had damn near a career year. Derek Carr force-fed him the football over there too, and we only won 6 games. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that all of our problems are Devontae Adams' problem. No, we have a lot of them.
I was wondering too. I don't know if it was in the first quarter or second quarter, but it was a third down. It was like a 3rd and long, right? Because we were in many 3rd and longs because of penalties or sacks, right? And he caught a pass, and he got tackled, and he like threw the ball down. I didn't know what he was upset about because, like, you ran the route, you got the ball. Did you not want to run that route, or did you not want to catch it? Are you mad you didn't get the first down because it wasn't even close? Like, what was that about?
I don't look, man. At this point,
do you know what I'm saying? Like when you see that,
and still, and once again, he leaves media. He leaves without talking to the media.
Oh, he did that again.
Multiple. It's been happened multiple times now. You know what I mean? At this point, it's like, what do we expect out of Devontae now? Like he's like, that's where leaders come into play, right? You go in there, you speak to the media.
I expect him to be the Max Crosby of the offense, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you have it. And I think we all expect that.
With his play style, with his intensity, with his leadership, with his practice habits. I mean, right? But what I'm seeing, I don't like it. I don't. I think it's starting to create some divide with some people, right? Because I know Crosby and Jacobs. When I watch Crosby show, him and Jacobs are really tight.
Oh, they're tight. They're brothers. They're
really tight. I don't see anyone being tight with Devontae.
You know, receivers are different. Still, you know this. We talked about that behind the scenes also. Receivers are different. You've been around some of the greatest ones. You played with Randy Moss. You know, you've seen Tim Brown. You've seen Jerry Rice.
Oh, yeah.
You know how these guys, receivers are a little different. You know what I mean? And if they're not getting the football, they're very upset. I mean, it is what it is. If you're not getting your reps, it is what it is. But I'm going to be honest. At this point, I want to see more Trey Tucker. I want to see more Michael Mayer. I want to see Myers, a breath of fresh air that came in free agency this offseason. Like,
I want to go back to, again, things just weren't working for us. I mean, you have a great throw by Aiden, a nice catch as he's coming across Dynam, or what was his name? Number 20.
Bynum.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know if he meant to, but it was picture perfect timing to knock that ball out of Mayer's hand.
Beautiful.
I don't blame Mayer at all. Like,
as a former player, what did you say about that play? You said that was the most perfect punch out you ever seen in football.
Textbook punch, because not only did he punch it out, but he still had him around here for the tackle. Yeah. And here's the thing, but I was looking at his eyes, and he wasn't even like. That's why I'm like, was it just, you know?
Hey, he threw a sucker punch.
Man, I mean, it was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Yeah. Salute to Chris, man. Graphk Stu, as a former safety, how do you think Epps? I like this because you were talking about Epps. Epps and Merrick have done so far. Would you like to see rookie Chris Smith at some point? I'll answer the last part because I know more about Chris Smith. But Stu, what's your?
Let me see this.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll have it. 18, who we picked up.
You talking about Jack Jones?
I love him, dude.
Me too. He's been playing really well for us.
That break he had when he broke, I think it was earlier in maybe the first series or whatever. I was like, holy shit. Yeah. He broke down on that thing, and he's physical. I really he's a huge pickup.
Yeah, Jack Jones is a phenomenal pickup for us.
Huge pickup.
Definitely an upgrade over Marcus Peters at this point in his career.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, anybody's better than him at this point, but Marcus Epps and Trayvon Merrick.
Well, I tell you what, I love the way that Epps knocked Jefferson, right?
Jefferson the fuck out the game.
Bro, that's what physicality does, right? And not only intimidates guys, but it gets guys out of the game. And that's a Raider way right there. That's a Jack Tatum hit right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Where it's clean, and to have a knockout shot like that in today's game, it's almost impossible, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he broke the dude's rib.
Oh, he went straight to the hospital.
Yeah, like,
but also Jefferson is talking about playing this week, so he's gonna fight through it. But he definitely got his shit rocked.
And then also, I talk about going low, hitting running backs low, hitting ball carriers low.
Yeah.
One, they don't like it. They don't like their legs being hit.
Mm-hmm.
Two, you wrap their legs up, their body can't move, right?
Yeah.
We go too high sometimes. But you see it on the reverse side with, again, Bynum coming in, a low hit on Jacobs. He hit him right in them them thighs.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, Jacobs has a deep thigh bruise, and that can be a motherfucker.
And he's doubtful today. Still, he is doubtful. So for those who have no idea,
you do not, if you don't rub those things out, man, like those things can linger for a long. I've had one before, man. Nnamdi Asomugha hit me right here, man. And I actually, because the blood like balls up there.
Yeah.
I didn't get it all out, and it actually calcified. So now it's actually a bone. Right.
Is that like a football equivalent of a strawberry?
No.
Because strawberry is more like a scrape.
Yeah, strawberry is more of like on the old AstroTurf.
I got them all the time playing baseball. So.
Oh, dude, yeah. No, it's like a Charlie horse, man.
Yeah.
Like, wow, someone comes and that's what happens when you hit guys in their legs, man. It fucks them up. It slows them down. You know what I'm saying? So again, we are getting guys that are being more physical, that are hitting low, but that's what those big hits do, man. It fucks up. And when you can prevent a guy, especially a marquee guy like Jefferson and Jacobs, out of the game, and not that fucks the team up.
Yeah,
that can mess the team up. So there's more than just being a tough guy and being physical. There's the aspect of you have a chance to slow a dude down, and you have a chance to get a guy out of the game. If you can get a best player out of the game, that's one less person you got to worry about.
Definitely. Salute the tag real quick. Should we trade up and Adams and go get a QB? So this is my thought process, right? I put it on Twitter.
Should we trade up?
Trade up to go get a quarterback.
Adams.
Yeah. So basically the tag is saying, Stu, is this. I put up a poll on Twitter. I asked, what would you rather do? Okay. Would you rather stand pat where we are and potentially get Jaden Daniels from LSU, right? Okay. Or Michael Penix Jr. Or trade up, go get a Caleb Williams or a Drake May from North Carolina, or trade for Justin Fields if he's available, or trade back and go get JJ McCarthy or Bo Nix. Okay. So go ahead.
I actually, I mean, to be honest with you, if there was a quarterback that we could get, I'd like to get fucking Fields.
Me, I would love it. I would love it. But
I watched that game that he was playing against the Lions.
Bro, they just won 3 out of 4 games. They may stick with Justin Fields.
He looks.
They may stick with him though, but that could be a good thing or a bad thing, right? Maybe it takes Justin Fields out of the equation for us, but Chicago's going to be shopping that number 1 spot. They're going to be shopping it.
I just, again, I'd rather go with a guy.
I know.
That I know can produce in the NFL.
So tag, let me say this. Stu would rather go get a Kirk Cousins, a guy that can come in and win you football.
I don't want Kirk Cousins.
Well, he's the only free agent I'm just saying a guy that has been proven at the NFL level, right?
Well, yeah.
Okay, I'll take Kirk's name out of it, but I'll just say you'd rather go with like a veteran guy. Personally, it's time for us to go get our guy.
And not even a veteran, not like a 8-year veteran guy. I mean, Fields is in his 4th year, maybe?
He'll be in his 4th year next year. This is his 3rd year.
What was his injury?
Was it an ankle?
It's nothing major though, correct?
No, bro. He's back in the fold. He's cooking right now. And if you get in a real offensive line,
that guy,
Stu, watch him at Ohio State. He's not a run first quarterback. He can throw the football. He's running for his life in Chicago because they have no O-line.
And that's the thing I loved was he ran when he had to, but he is a pocket passer.
Yeah. He can get it done in the pocket. He can get it done in the pocket, but the thing is,
I'm watching him, get around Aiden Hutchinson and these guys and do, and then he's taking off, dude.
Yeah.
And he looked big. He looked strong to me. He can throw it. I remember I liked him when he was at Ohio State.
Me too. Hey, tag, but I have to say this with Devontae. If I can move him, I'm looking at the Jets and I'm seeing if Quinnen Williams or Sauce Gardner, one of those players are available, player for player trade. I think the Jets are going to want to keep that draft pick and see if they can draft their quarterback of the future because Aaron Rodgers may only be there for 1 more year. So they may say, let's go get our rookie quarterback in that top 10, but we'll give you a Quentin Williams.
Really talk of Rodgers playing this season?
Oh, no. I mean, he's already at practice now, but there's no reason. There's no reason.
How the fuck can that be?
Bro, I don't know what kind of magical shrooms he's on, bro. Like, he took a Mario power-up shroom, bro, like on one of those darkness treatments.
I played with Ronald Curry, who had 3 of those Achilles injuries. And, dude, and Ronald Curry is one of the best athletes I've ever seen in my life. Right? 2-sport athlete at North Carolina State. Number 1 player ever in the state of Virginia, which has a ton of great players. Now he's the quarterbacks coach down in the Saints. But anyways, like 7-8 months like before he was doing anything. You know what I mean? And,
well, you know, medicine has came a long way since then, though.
Well, yeah, you're right. I mean, that's I guess that would be.
And Aaron be on a bunch of hallucinated shit. Man, he did something, bro. He did something. I don't know what it is.
But even at his age, too.
How do you come back from a blown up Achilles, bro? Like
I mean, I wonder if there's, because I don't think there's different degrees.
No, bro. He blew
it's not like a grade 1, 2, 3, like an ACL or whatever. Like it's all or nothing, right?
Yeah, and he's already out there throwing off of it. It's crazy, man. I've never seen this shit like that. Salute to Omar. After next year, his contract is insane. We should trade him. He's getting up there in age. Adams will probably want to go back with Rodgers anyway. Yeah, salute to Omar, man. Definitely facts, man. He's definitely getting on the wrong side of 30. Salute to Big Al. The major concern I will have is if Mark decides to move on from AP, if we lose Patrick Graham and our defense regresses. Hopefully AP can get it done. And there are a lot of signs that Mark Davis wants to keep AP as the guy.
Really?
Yeah. And
what are some of the signs?
Well, he had a salute to Sean Reed. He had a really good interview that came out with Mark the other day. And just me hearing things also from Vegas, like they want to give Antonio Pierce this job, but they also understand that if you don't go win another game this season, it's not going to be just easy to say.
Well, what's the nation saying?
The nation would love to keep him. I mean, but you know how we are, man. We're an emotional fan base because we've been through so much shit. After Minnesota, everybody send AP out of here, and then 50% of the fan base keep him. It's not his fault. The defense did great. At the end of the day, if you keep AP around with Patrick Graham, I think that's a phenomenal duo on the defensive side of the ball. You need an offensive coordinator.
Defense and special teams, 2/3 of the team played great.
Yeah, but you have to have that real offensive mind to be able to help on the offensive side of the football. And I think that he deserves an offseason.
I'm just trying to. I mean, what from an offensive coordinator position? What would we want to see more or less, or what?
Well, okay, there's a few things. Less predictable. Okay. A lot of the time, and I know they cut the playbook in half because Josh McDaniels left and so on and so forth. A lot of predictability, like a lot of the same plays over and over and over. And there's just no real adjustments at the half, Stu. It's like the same thing.
We kept going back to those look passes. And I don't know why we kept doing that.
And that's what I'm saying. But it's also Ball Hardigree kind of dealing with that midseason change, trying to figure it out. He's never had his own playbook. Yeah. So, it's a tough situation that we're in. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what a lot of people expect us to do in this situation.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm asking is what would they like to see?
Well, the problem is this: a few years back, Rich Bisaccia did the unthinkable and led us to the playoffs after John Gruden resigned. You know what I mean? So everybody in the nation expects for us to repeat that, not realizing that it's a total different.
You know what that was? Why that was though?
Well, there was a lot that went into that. Yeah.
But one of the main reasons was what?
Go ahead.
Say it. Do you know what I'm saying?
What? Wait. No. Wait. I think. Hold on. Say it.
Greg Olsen.
Now I know that's your guy.
And that was the first time he had a chance when John Gruden left. He had a chance to actually call his plays.
No, he did, and we talked about that during that season, during that whole run.
With Greg, he said, "I was just basically it was Gruden was the one calling the plays, man. I was more of a quarterback guy."
You know what? Ollie did step in and pretty much run that O.
Yeah,
but also there was a situation that happened week by week basis, right, where we faced backup quarterback, third string quarterback, a COVID hit. The whole O-line is wiped out. There was so much shit that happened that season for us to get to the playoffs. It was insane. Like, I just don't expect anything like that. Don't get me wrong. If you beat the Vikings, if you score 4 points, we may be on that trajectory, because now you're facing a Chargers team where they have Easton Stick playing a quarterback. Like, this can happen week after week now, but now we lost our shot losing to the Minnesota Vikings. So, I mean, look, it is what it is. Salute to Raider LT. Trade Tay for Quinnen. I would love that. And get Kool-Aid in our first for our defense would be crazy. Use that other first for our quarterback. So you're saying
who's
Kool-Aid McKinstry? He is a corner from Alabama, the best corner in the draft.
I know the Kool-Aid guy. Who's Quinnen?
Quinnen Williams is the defensive tackle for the Jets. Phenomenal. One of the top 5 defensive tackles in the league.
Okay.
But what do you mean with the second first, though, LT? Because we only have one. If you're saying trade Tay for Quinnen, that's what you're getting. You're getting a player for player. Then you go get Kool-Aid. Where's that other first coming to play, brother? I want to know that. Salute to LT on a $5 donation. Salute to Steel Cage. Trade Adams for a top 10. Get Daniels and Newton. That would be cool. Could you imagine leaving this draft with a star D tackle and a quarterback of the future? That would be insane. That would be insane. Salute to Steel Cage, my guy. And also salute to Alberto. We're going to get on this game, you guys. We're going to talk about the Chargers game. Also, we're just kind of going over some notes with the Minnesota Vikings game. I want to hear bro's opinion on what happened and so on and so forth. Alberto says, I said the Raiders should get a top offensive coordinator. Agreed. And new offensive line. Agreed. I feel like AOC got it rough. He did. But also,
thank you, bro. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you.
But also, a lot of that O-line are returning from last year. And the O-line looked a lot different last year. Still, like, under the same guy, Carmen Brasillo. They regressed. Like, I know that we lost Alex Bars. We lost him. And we got Greg Van Rotten starting at right guard.
That was one of the things was our whole offensive line was back, right?
Yeah, but Colton Miller's missed games. Colton Miller's missed games.
I saw their like whatever their rating was. They had a pretty high rating.
Yes, we were like 11th or 12th last year in O-line.
Yeah. So,
but we regressed mightily. Carmen Brasillo, I don't know what happened, but like we said, Colton with the shoulder injuries missed a few games. Dylan Parham had a really good rookie year and then kind of took a step back in his sophomore year. Andre James has not been getting it done. He won't be playing, I believe, also tonight. Andre James, our center, he's regressed this year. But as a whole, the O-line has gotten worse.
I wonder, that you'd think that's something that would, with the same coach and same guys, that would just automatically get better. It wouldn't, if anything, the same. It wouldn't. Yeah,
at least stay the status quo or improve. And it got worse. So I don't. We need a lot in the draft and in free agency. Got to go get a new center because Andre James is a free agent. Got to get a right guard because Greg Van Rotten's gone. And then you have to look at those tackle positions. Jermaine Illuminor is a free agent. So there's a lot going on. So LT said, after I hit send, I thought about it, laugh out loud. Shit didn't make no sense.
I love his picture there. Who is that?
That is you janky motherfucker. That's from Harlem Nights. I told you I don't want no kids in here while I'm gambling, motherfucker. Janky ass kids. Salute to LT, man. And salute to my brother Hammer. Yes, you guys, if you guys are going to watch the watch party today, we have a sponsor. Download the Locker Bet app for your chance to win $500 tonight. We're going to be doing a play-by-play, and we're going to have the app up on the screen, you guys, me and Hammer. Download the Locker app. I just downloaded it. Also, let me show you guys what it looks like real quick.
You can download it from the App Store, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The Locker app right here, the Locker app. And it looks like it's coming up right now. Right here, the Locker app. So there you go. Go download it. And let's have some fun on the watch party tonight.
Sorry, show it one more time. Sorry.
Oh, shit.
What's it look like?
It's purple. It's like, hold on. Hold on real quick. My bad. Right here, bro. Look, the purple app.
Okay.
Let me get these supers in while you download that real quick. We're going to have some fun on this watch party. It's going to be a little different today. Salute to my brother, Jason Hunter, man, my dog in real life. Blessings to you guys and your families. Good to see you, Stu. Asking both of you guys, do you think we keep Tyree inside? He looked better there. I think Jenkins and Tyree would cause havoc inside. Raider Nation for life.
And that's one thing that's what I initially, when I saw us draft him, that's what I thought we were going to move him inside. Again, he reminds me a lot of Tommy Kelly. I mean,
and you know what's funny? Antonio Pierce said he reminds him a lot of Justin Tuck.
Oh,
so either way, those are two great names to be, compared to. So if he can become anything
I'm
near,
wondering what aspect. I'm wondering his strength, his
probably his length. Remember, bro, Justin Tuck was like a physical specimen, bro.
Tuck he wasn't a long dude, though.
He was long, bro. Justin Tuck was long. Pause if necessary. But yeah, he was long. Pause. Let me look at measurables up. I'm going to see.
Yeah, no, I'm looking up too right now.
Okay, you do that while I read this super. Salute to the Nation Zone. Graphk, it may be a reality that the AFC West could have QBs Daniels, Wilson, Mahomes, Herbert, coached by Raiders, Harbaugh, Peyton, Reed, and Belichick. That wild, wild west. That's facts.
Bro,
that's facts. What happened?
I am tripping right now.
What happened?
I didn't know. I played against him in college. I didn't know he went to Notre Dame.
Tuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. It's a Notre Dame guy.
Why did I not know that?
Yeah, he's a dog, bro. Salute the Nation Zone. This is facts. With all the rumblings of Bill Belichick leaving after this season, I can definitely see the Chargers being a team to watch. Apparently, Bill Belichick loves California, and he already has a quarterback there in Justin Herbert. I would not be shocked if he went over there. That'd be crazy. Salute to Nation Zone. And could you imagine that, Stu? You got Harbaugh, Andy Reid, Sean Payton, and Bill Belichick in one division.
Let me ask you this. So I was talking to someone last night, and he was talking about just how much he loves the Broncos and what they're doing, and he's saying that turnaround is all Sean Payton.
Okay, so let me ask you this: were they singing that same tune at the beginning of the season when they were losing every one of their games?
Well, that's what so I didn't talk with him before. I'm not a big Sean Payton fan.
Me neither. I think he's mad overrated. I think he had Drew Brees there with him for a long time, and he was very spoiled.
Had some really good defenses while he was there.
Very.
And then Brees, and do you think that this turnaround is his?
Some of it is him though, because Russell Wilson looks very good under Sean Payton. He didn't look like that under Nathaniel Hackett last year, and I think Sean Payton plays a part in that. I'm going to give him his flowers, but I don't think it's him that just completely changed everything. You know what I mean? I think the players were sick of hearing all the bullshit. I think that a lot of these guys were about to be dealt before the deadline, and they were like, you know what, man, fuck that. We're going to show what we can do. Bro, they got a lot of talent on that team, bro. Like, let's not act as though they don't. They have a lot of talent on both sides of the football. Yeah. And sometimes it just takes a little time for it to come together. You know what I mean? And, there's a reason why Sean Payton took that job. There was, like I said, talent on both sides of the football.
Tuck is 6'5", 265. I guess I didn't think he was that tall for some reason.
But he just looks like he has a long-ass Merton Hanks neck.
Well, and he has a long-ass head.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And then he had like a high top fade on top of that.
Yep. Salute to 541 on the $5 donation. I appreciate you, family. Salute to Richard as well. Twitch L, my guy. Appreciate you, brother. And salute to Raider Man, our brother. Keep AP. The hardest thing for a coach is to get grown men to follow you and run through a brick wall for you. Job one for a coach is lead men. And right now, that is exactly what he's doing. And there's a lot of guys behind the scenes right now fighting for him to be the head coach. Max has said it repeatedly. He would love AP to be back. Josh Jacobs has said it because Josh also knows that if AP comes back, Josh is back. You know what I mean? Like real talk. So there's a lot of players out there fighting for him to be there. Definitely, man. So salute.
Reminds me a lot of Dan Campbell.
A raw guy that it just took a little. It didn't take too much time.
The Lions, let's see. So he's been there 2021, 2022. So this is his third year, right?
Yeah.
And what was his? Let me see.
And Dan Campbell, they struggled mightily those first two seasons.
Well, yeah. I mean, even with them right now having 9 wins, I think.
There right now. Yeah.
His overall record's 26, 32, and 1.
Yeah.
Right.
And a lot of those wins came from last year and this year.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I mean, and here's the thing, dude. Here it is right here. he's taking a team that's just Detroit. And again, you know, growing up in Michigan, and I played with Detroit, I played with Dan Campbell when I was in Detroit. It's a team that's just it's never just can't win, even with the greatest player of all time, Barry
Sanders. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So he's doing something, but they had to give him some time, and I think AP can do the same thing. We just got to give him some time
and give him the right resources. Salute to Larry, man. Big piece of the nation are way too down on Harbaugh. Man has won everywhere he has gone as a head coach.
Hey,
that's not lying. He ain't lying.
What did we say 2 years ago? Who we wanted?
Yeah. Oh, we were Harbaugh'd out. We wanted Ed Dobbs and we wanted Harbaugh.
I guess a year and a half ago. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, Harbaugh has won his dad has won everywhere he's been. His brother has won everywhere he's been. He's won everywhere he's been as a player, coach.
Has the NFL changed since he's been in the NFL? Okay, he led that Niners team. They went to the Super Bowl. They lost, but he had those guys fighting year in and year out. Has the NFL changed? Because a lot of people look at Jim Harbaugh as kind of a dictator. You know what I'm saying? Like a guy that a lot of his players may not like him, but they respect him. Okay, like has the NFL changed in the sense of AP is a player guy. He's a player coach. Philadelphia, they love their head coach.
But see, every time I hear anyone talk about Harbaugh, I've never heard anything bad about him.
No, I've never heard anything bad, but I've always heard that players may not.
Here's the deal: if you're winning,
yeah, it doesn't matter, right?
Tell me what to do. Like if you're going to be a dictator,
fuck it, you're winning.
Tell me you're going to do this, and then we're winning. Tell me what to do then.
If you can give me 6 rings the way Belichick did, hey, I would take them all day, every day.
It's harder to be a dictator like Art Shell when shit ain't working right. Like, yo, man, like,
yeah. salute to Larry and salute to my brother Intel. He came with a bomb, bro. Dropped $100
Oh shit!
I appreciate you, my brother Intel, man. Thank you so much, bro, for everything that you do for Shieldmore and all the support you show us, man. You definitely help us keep the lights on, brother. So we appreciate you, Intel, my dog, man, so much. Appreciate you, man. Salute to my guy, man. Salute to Pacey. And I just go in here, and the first thing I hear you say is that tuck is long.
Yeah, look what Wasted put.
Hold on real quick. Hold on real fast.
He is, dude.
Uh-oh. Did Wasted come in here on some bullshit?
He said, Dick
Tater. Pause. Yo, you stupid, bro. Salute to our brother Wasted in the bill. He'll be back today too, you guys. He will be doing a video probably after the game or before the game. He will be back. He's been sick. He's been under the weather, man. So he'll be back. Once again, man, salute to my brother Intel. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you, brother. Salute to Pace. Like I said, I just go in here and the last thing I hear is Tuck. All right, salute to the $5 donation. And salute to my brother Midnight Raider King, man. Hate to say it, but the QB we had last year had a lot to do with the O-line play, meaning he caught a lot of the protections before the snap. This year, QB is not as good in that area. I mean, he's a rookie. I mean, and he doesn't have the same rapport with those guys.
It goes in stages, right?
Yeah.
You can't run before you walk. You gotta get your thing figured out, and then get the offense figured out, and then get what the receivers are doing, and then the defense, and then the audibles, and then I mean it's a progression.
No, that's gonna come with time, Midnight. It's gonna come with time. You gotta remember, last year we had a quarterback that was 9 years into his career. You know, this guy is 6-7 games into his career. It comes with timing. Salute to my dog Midnight. And I agree with you though, brother. And I know you're not a car lover. I know that was a great comment. It actually was.
Yeah.
Salute to Midnight. Yes, 541, brother. Graphk, I want to ask Raider Nation for help. My bro is a Raider for life. He's in the ICU fighting. Can I share his story? Thank you. Yes, sir. Please do. And if you can, send it to my Instagram. I'll put it in my stories also to spread awareness for what's going on. Prayers 541 for you and your family, man. Real talk. Salute to John also. I want nothing to do with Jim Harbaugh. I'm cool with any head coach that wants full autonomy on roster decisions. What do you think about that, Stu?
Nothing to do with Jim Harbaugh. I'm cool with any head coach that wants full autonomy on roster. So he's saying that Harbaugh would want to be the GM as well.
He wants a GM that can call that's going to build the team. He wants a head coach to be a head coach. Basically, no more Grudens, no more Josh McDaniels. A guy that will let the GM be the GM. You build the team. I'll coach him.
No, I like that. Don't get me wrong. I want AP. I want AP.
Yeah,
I want AP to be our guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying 2 years ago when we were looking at coaches, Harbaugh was a guy I thought about. And for whatever reason, if AP isn't our guy, he would be a guy that I would highly consider. I would highly, what am I trying to say?
No.
Consideration.
You said it the right way. Definitely. I mean, bro, if it's not AP or even if it is AP, well, this is the thing. Jim Harbaugh is such a big name that it's not he's just coming in for an interview. Like if he's coming in, it's his job. Like Harbaugh's not going to leave Michigan and go have an interview with the Raiders and go back to Michigan. If he goes, it's his job. If he's going in for an interview, it's his job.
And I'm telling you this right now, he is 100% sick of all this bullshit the Big Ten has been throwing at him in college football. Like he's over it.
And if he wins a national title, which is it's very possible, he may say, you know what, I'm ready to move on.
Yeah.
So, hey, if it's not AP, I'm cool with a Jim Harbaugh or a Ben Johnson. Those are my three top options. The offensive coordinator with Detroit, Jim Harbaugh, and AP. I like what Wasted said. I want a traditional organizational structure.
I do too.
I agree. Let me see. Salute to Chris. And we're going to get up to this injury report, you guys, and we're going to talk about the Chargers.
I don't know how to evaluate GMs or head of player personnel. Like how, you know what I mean?
And that's the problem right now.
The guy's good until he gets in and starts bringing dudes in. I mean,
and that's the problem with Champ Kelly. I think that's why he deserves another shot at GM because he didn't get a chance to prove his worth. One thing he did do was come in and get rid of Marcus Peters immediately. I love that. I love it.
You know what? I didn't even think about it when they brought in
Jack Jones. They went and got him in the waiver wire. So I think they both deserve a shot at trying to get this thing right. I do. But the thing is, I wonder if there's
why not?
Because I want to ask you this. If there's any great offensive coordinator out there, right? Do you think they say, I want to take the job in Vegas with the guy in AP who doesn't have a lot of head coaching experience? Because it can be a two-edged sword, right? It could be.
Say that again.
Okay. If I'm an offensive coordinator, a highly cited one that's looking for a job in the offseason, right? Am I looking at the Raiders and saying, oh, I would want to be there because maybe AP does shit the bed and I can take the head coaching position? Or is it I don't know if I want to go there because I don't want to put my job on the line for a guy who doesn't have a lot of experience at the head coaching position?
But I think AP's made it clear that he lets his coaches coach, right?
Yeah, definitely. You're right.
You're the court. You're running that thing. So I think as an offensive coordinator, I'd go, shit. This is a great situation. Here's a guy as a coach who doesn't have an ego, right? Mm-hmm. He wants to do everything to get his career going. Yeah. I can come in and help this guy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? We can work together, and he's a defensive guy to begin with, right?
So just give me the keys to the I got this. You got that.
Yeah, I think it'd be perfect.
I agree with you. Salute to Chris. Khalil Mack has a cap hit. And we're going to talk about him right now, Stu. I don't know if you know.
I mean, would you want to be an offensive coordinator going in and going, what am I going to do?
No.
Would you want to be the offensive coordinator in Denver?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look at it, Bo Hardegree and these guys right now, right? Like he's there because Josh McDaniels was the head coach and essentially the offensive coordinator. And now our offense is, I agree with you. I agree.
You know what I mean? Like I think it's a way more attractive job offer with AP being in there and him stating, no, I let my coaches coach.
Yeah. Hey, Chris, I would be insanely happy if that happened. I think that Khalil Mack will be cut this offseason because they're going to value Bosa over him because Khalil Mack's getting a little up there in age. I think he'll be 33 next year. Definitely a major dead cap hit, but they're in salary cap hell.
Who's 33? Whose age is 33?
Oh, Khalil Mack. Okay. But Stu, this guy, we're facing him today. He had 6 sacks against us the first time he played.
I know.
15 sacks this season, 13 tackles assisted, 55 combined, 15 sacks this season, man.
And he's healthy.
Yes, there's a lot of, and he plays the run really well. He can always set the edge. I would love it. Bring him home. Bring him home with Max, Tyree in the middle. And if he said, go get Newton, oh my God, that defensive line would be insane. That'd be crazy. That would be crazy.
Throw a real, because again, and I don't, Diablo, like, again, he's playing out of position.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's a safety. He is a safety. But
Yes.
you throw in like Spillane and then like a legit another linebacker.
But see, why does that happen? Can I ask you that? Okay. He played safety at Virginia Tech, and he was a good safety at that. They converted him to linebacker at the NFL level. Why is he not? Why are these guys, when they convert him from safety to line, why are they not these cover guys that they once were at the collegiate level? I mean, don't get me wrong, the talent is different at the NFL level. I got to start there. But you would assume that Divine Diablo would be our best cover linebacker because of it, right? Would you assume that?
Well, the only problem is we have him as a Mike sometimes.
Definitely. You're right.
He's taking on pulling guards and tackles. He's getting injured, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think his brain out there is. I think he's there's a lot of things going on, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think he's not comfortable. I don't think
a lot of tackles. He's tackling more than ever. He has a thinner frame. You're right.
He's still 223, 225. I mean, that's what he was. I mean, that's literally a 6'3", 225. That's a safety, right? But in his mindset, he's thinking linebacker. So I think his mindset is just kind of fucked up.
Let me do this real quick. Salute to everybody here in the building. I want to put this up real quick, Stu, and go over this really fast. This is the injury report, you guys, for today. Curtis Bolton, full practice. He's good to go. He will be playing tonight against the Chargers. Adam Butler is questionable. He was limited in practice all week long with that ankle injury. Max is questionable. We know what that means. He will be playing. Brandon Faison will be seeing his first action. He was in full practice all week long, even though there was walkthroughs 2 days. It was estimated, right? But he's questionable, but I think he'll be playing today. Josh Jacobs is questionable. This was yesterday. I think at this point, he is not going to play. I don't think we see Josh Jacobs at all. I think he's actually doubtful at this point with that quad injury. So we will be seeing a lot of Zeus, Samir Abdullah, and potentially some Brandon Bolden today. I would love to see Sincere McCormick come off the practice squad, but we know how that goes. Andre James with an ankle injury, he is out. Maga was placed on the IR. He is not going to play. He's out for the season. Colton Miller is officially out. He did not practice at all with that shoulder injury. Amik will be practicing with that wrist injury. He was limited all week long. And Devontae popped up on the injury report with an undisclosed illness. He is questionable at this point. Look, man. Keenan Allen out with that heel injury. That is major. Gerald Everett will be playing. Justin Hollins, their linebacker, will be playing. Zion Johnson, the young guard out of Boston College with the ankle injury, he will be playing. Sebastian Joseph Day, their defensive tackle, will be playing. Leonard, their corner with the ankle and heel injury, is officially out. Kenneth Murray, linebacker, I believe out of Oklahoma State, right? Or Oklahoma. Like him a lot. Shoulder injury, he will be playing. Amen is questionable with the hamstring injury, the linebacker. Otito, I always butcher that name, questionable at defensive tackle. Josh Palmer will be playing, the young receiver out of Tennessee. Donald Parham is questionable, was limited in practice all day. They're tight end with that shoulder injury. And Nick Williams, another defensive tackle with the shoulder injury, will be playing today.
So out of those, what ones really
matter?
Yeah.
Justin Herbert out, Keenan Allen out. Those are the two big major blows to that offense. Their defense has already struggled all year long. And looking at all those defensive tackles, kind of dealing with some injuries, you got to expose that, man. You got to be able to run the football on these guys, man. You know what I mean? So hopefully we can figure out this run game today.
Tackles, yeah.
Yeah, man. So that's what the injury report looks like today. And salute to Lumpy with the $10 donation. And Wasted, you ain't shit. He said Devontae is on his period. My thing with AP is you 100% know he will do the work and always try to be better. Will he make mistakes? Yes. Will he hold himself accountable and fix it? Absolutely. He is a lead by example guy. I agree. Salute to everybody here in the building. Make sure you wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up. Also, hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. Salute to Lumpy on the $10 donation and the great comment.
Sin made a pretty good comment there. He says if Adams doesn't play and the offense cooks, that'll tell you something.
Oh yeah. Definitely, man. And there's something there right now with you guys with Devontae. There's definitely something there with all the body language.
There is
walking out of the media stuff without talking. There's a lot going on right now, man. There's a lot going on.
And I'm telling you, I know the personality of Aiden. He wants to make everybody happy, and unfortunately, you can't.
Yeah.
Right? You can't make everybody happy. So I feel like that affected the game against the Vikings because, like I said, right away in that drive, I mean, he's throwing the ball down, and I'm like, what could he be mad at? He caught the ball, he ran the route, he got hit. What is it that he's upset about?
Yeah. Yeah, at this point, man, in the offseason, look, if I can get a nice piece of draft capital or get another star player in exchange, I'm definitely sending him back to Aaron Rodgers with the Jets. So
I mean, you think we could, right? I mean,
yeah. I mean, Aaron Rodgers wants him, bro. That's his guy.
He as Aaron said stuff.
Oh yeah, and he's essentially the GM out there with the Jets with these 2 years he's there. So go ahead and give the Jets him and give us one of their stars in exchange. I'm cool with that.
Head to the East Coast, baby.
What did you say, Stu? It's very difficult to bring someone in that'll replicate the production that Devontae has, but it's easy to find receivers. You know what I mean? Like it is, man. Like it's easy to find receivers.
There's a guy that we don't even know right now that's going to be tomorrow's star, dude.
Yeah.
Out there.
Primo, you're not going to get Garrett Wilson for him. And to be honest with you, why would you want to? Don't get me wrong. Garrett Wilson is going to be a superstar. They want that 1-2 pairing with Aaron Rodgers. We need a defensive guy. There's no reason to trade a receiver for a receiver. Give us a Quentin Williams or a Sauce Gardner. You can have him. I'm cool with that. Pace, I hope Zamir proves us all wrong tonight. I do. I hope Zamir White proves us all wrong. And guess what? With Josh not potentially playing, he can get all the reps in the world. I want to see Zeus get over 10 rushes so we can actually see what he can do.
See some, yeah, come on. Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, what do you expect from the guy that gets 1 to 2 rushes a game? Like at some point you have to see what he can do by giving him more reps.
Again, that running back position as a younger player is probably one of the easier positions to get in. You know what I mean? Because it's just show your athletic ability, man. I mean, you got to pick up some blitzes and slide coverages and stuff like that and know some blocking schemes. But dude, get the ball and do what you've done your whole career, man.
Yeah, facts. Salute to Midnight. If I'm not mistaken, and maybe Stu can answer this, but the linebacker plays 2 to 6 yards off the line versus safety playing 8+ yards off the line. Does that make a difference in being able to cover?
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
phenomenal. Midnight.
Yeah, that's a really good question.
Question.
The yardage too is going to depend on whatever the coverage is, right? Also going to depend on the down and distance, okay, where that linebacker is. But yeah, playing a cover 2 safety or maybe a cover 4 safety from 10 yards is definitely a lot different than playing a linebacker hook curl or even a man on a tight end when you're pressed up there. It's different because you're so involved in the run game, but then your eyes have to be locked on what your pass responsibility is. So you can, it is tough. From depth, you can see things a lot different. It's an adjustment, And I'm not knocking the kid. I like the way that he plays. I think he's a tough player, but I just know for me, like that would suck to be playing out of position. I mean, moving and trying a new position in the NFL, it's hard enough to make it in the NFL when you're playing the position that you've been playing your whole career, right?
Yeah.
On switching it, it's difficult.
And Gruden did that consistently. They went and got Tanner Muse, a guy that plays safety at Clemson, and converted him to linebacker. So it's like I know that they're trying to get these athletic linebackers in the NFL today, right?
Kid.
Yeah, the white kid, yeah. Like they want. I understand what they're trying to do. They want that athleticism at linebacker. You got to be able to guard these tight ends in the NFL today. These guys are athletic freaks. But it's like, dude, like at some point,
like he talked about, things hit a lot quicker when you're down there towards that line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
And as a safety, it's different too. As a safety, when you're down there towards that line of scrimmage, when I got a chance to play some strong safety when I was with the Lions, I loved it being closer to that line of scrimmage because you're not included in the blocking scheme. They're not. No one's blocking you. It's up to that running back to make you miss.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, when you're a linebacker down there, you are in the blocking scheme. So it's completely different.
Yeah, agreed. Salute to John. A great question once again by Midnight.
That was a really good question. And I didn't think about that. I thought more of the physical aspect of it, but being closer down towards the line of scrimmage and being counted in that block scheme compared to being down towards the line of scrimmage as a safety and not being included in the block scheme.
Yeah. Salute to John. I said it before and got cooked. Tay giving up on plays, walking out after games. Love him, but this relationship isn't what we wanted it to be. It's a no. Or no, me. It's not me. It's you. And you know, he signed up for something different. Still, he signed up for Derek Carr to be his quarterback. You know what I mean? And he thought maybe we were just a receiver away and not realizing we are a lot more further off than Davante Adams away from this roster, taking the league by storm. So I agree with you, John. Look,
maybe for me, I didn't know much about him, and I was kind of taking the opinions of you guys and stuff like that. I never heard anything bad about the guy.
Oh no, we love Davante Adams. Don't get it.
I'm wondering if maybe we put him in a position that's not meant for him.
Yeah.
As far as a leadership role. Maybe he's not that type of player.
And you know what's funny? He never had to be because Aaron Rodgers was the guy in Green Bay.
And when he was in college,
Derek Carr was the guy. Yeah. So he never had to be the dude. And he even said that, like, you know, it was kind of, I remember an interview. I don't know what exactly he said, but it was like playing second fiddle to Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay. You know what I mean? Like everything went through him. And now you got Max on the defensive side of the football, and Davante Adams is the guy on the offensive side of the ball. So no, it is what it is.
Aren't meant for that role. You know what I mean? They don't have the personality to be able to stand up there, even if things aren't working right, or taking what's wrong and correcting it rather than adding to it, right? Rather than making it worse.
Graham, we're not mad at Tay for wanting this team to be better. We're mad at him for not going through the proper steps and to see it get better. You can't walk out of the media and leave Aiden O'Connell in there by like that. That's not leadership shit, bro. Like there was supposed to be a presser the other day, I believe, with him and Aiden. Aiden went in there, did his thing. Davante didn't go in. He didn't show up. It's like that's not leadership shit, bro. Like if you want to see this thing through, do everything possible to make this team better. There's only so much a wide receiver can do. He can't come in and just revitalize this organization. He's a receiver. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But as a leader, as a captain, you have to do anything possible, you know what I mean, to try and help the young kids and help everybody grow. And it seems as though he's just walking around moping all over the damn place. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Again, I think the simplest way to put it is just
no, Hammer. I'm not talking about that presser. I'm talking about the one after the game. Davante was supposed to be there also, and he didn't show up. He walked out. He walked out of the media. Like there were Aiden talk. Remember, because we got on him because he said the same thing about Derek Carr. Said he said, "Put it on me." Davante was supposed to be a part of that presser, and he didn't show up. So that was the one I'm talking about, Hammer, not the one 2 days ago.
I think the simplest way to put it is just be a professional.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I'm saying. Because, bro, I don't want to get rid of Davante Adams. Come on, like, who the fuck would want to get rid of Davante Adams? One of the best wide receivers in the league. But at the end of the day, if your actions are showing that you don't want to be there, your body language is saying I don't want to be here, then what's the holdup? Let's just move on and we'll keep it moving. It didn't work.
Cool. Again, your actions speak so much louder than your words, right? After a while, you're going, that's just lip service, man.
Yeah, exactly. Salute to Chris. Is Sincere McCormick active? No, he is not, Chris. But we shall see when it gets closer, maybe a few hours out. We'll see who's active and who isn't active. But I've not seen anything about bringing Sincere McCormick up off the practice squad. We brought Brandon Parker off the practice squad, and we signed DJ Fluker to the practice squad. I don't think we're going to see McCormick today. I think we're going to see a mix of Amir Abdullah, which I want to see that. He had one carry for 12 yards, and then you went away from him. Like, I want to see him, and I want to see Zeus. And then you'll probably see Brandon Bolden is that emergency third running back just in case, but he's been playing all special teams all year long. So,
well, you know, people are saying who cares if Stu there want.
Hammer asked you that was there a time where you were frustrated and didn't want to address the media after a game?
No, I mean, like that again. That's your job. That's part of the pay. That's like if we're paying you this, showing up and doing the media is part of your job.
Yeah.
It's just like if you go to your job and you decide that.
Imagine being a mail carrier and saying, I don't want to do this street today. And just keep it moving.
Yeah. You know what? I did 10 streets already.
I don't want to do this one. They can get their mail another day.
I just don't feel like doing it because you know what? One of the ladies over there made a comment to me that I'm pissy about it.
So because you're getting paid millions of dollars, you guys, he gets an exception. Imagine any one of you guys going to your job and telling your boss, I'm not doing that part of the job today. I don't care if you're getting paid millions of dollars.
Anyone could disagree with that.
Like, what's the problem? And not even that. You're a leader. You're a captain. Go in there and lead by example.
And if anything, tell us your frustrations. Let us
know. I would rather hear you say it. Like, look, I'm sick of this shit. Like, we got to figure it out.
Say, you know what? All week we work on these plays and it gets to the game and we don't run them. Or, you know what? We have these plays and I'm open and Aiden's not throwing it. But when you don't say anything, it's like, okay, well, what's going on? You know what I mean? Tell us.
Yeah.
Let us know. Like, that's part of it too, is being open, right? I mean, you don't got to sit there and throw anybody under the bus. Yeah. But hey, let them know why you're frustrated. And this is why I'm frustrated, man. Like, again,
real quick, man. Stu, I know it's a little past 2. We got a few minutes left before you got to go pick up the little ones. I want to ask real quick, okay? What do you want to see today with this game? We know we're pretty much out of the playoff talks. You know what I'm saying? We'd have to win every game and get some help. But what do you want to see today? Give me 3 names that you're looking forward to seeing and hoping that they can show some signs of a life for this team today. Give me 3 names. It could be on the defense side of the football, offense. What are you looking for?
I think I don't want him to take up a spot, but just Crosby to continue to do what he's been doing.
Yes.
Right. Yep. I don't like that. I mean, that dude's a fucking, he's I'm
different, man. He's just different.
Yeah. He is a guy that I would want to have as a teammate for sure.
Yeah.
I would like to see, I think you're going to see a pretty good game out of Jack Johnson. Jack
Jones.
I'd like to see Wilson to continue to get that pressure up there, get involved in getting some sacks. And I would like to see Aiden O'Connell play a complete game.
I like that. So you took one of mine. I want to see Aiden go out there, no turnovers, throw for at least over 200 yards, get us in the end zone a few times. We need that. I want to see Zeus run the football effectively today because I want to ask you this: if Zeus comes in, Stu, and runs and has a great game in the run game, do you look at that as holy shit? He's running behind the same O line as Josh Jacobs, and Josh is struggling. Like what do you say? What do you say if Zeus goes out there with fresh legs and goes out there and cooks? You may have to say holy shit because Josh is a free agent this upcoming offseason. You may say, you know what? Hey man, instead of spending $10+ million a year, I'm gonna stick with the young kid and go get another, I'm just saying, I want to see what Zeus can do. Definitely, Max. I agree with you. I think that this is a big game. They're playing against a backup quarterback in Easton Stick. And they have no Keenan Allen. He's gonna struggle. I got Max. He has 13.5 sacks this year, I believe. I think he has 13.5. I got him at 16.5 after tonight. He has 3 sacks. I've at 16.5 tonight. I have him getting 3 of them against Easton Stick. You said Tyree, so I'm not going to steal that from you because that's clear. I want to see him replicate what he did against Minnesota. But we talked about it earlier. I want to see that safety duo. I want to see what
I was just thinking the same thing. Epps and Morag.
Yeah.
Morag was pretty quiet against the Vikings.
Yeah, he was. But you know what? As a safety, when you don't hear your name, it's a good thing.
I was going to say he didn't really have too many opportunities because they weren't doing shit.
No, not at all.
Like I said, halfway, almost the end of the second quarter, beginning of the third, they had negative like 3 or 4 passing yards, right? Yeah. I mean, they just you're limited on what you can do because up front was playing so well.
One player, big game, Stu, Michael Mayer. I want to see our young tight end get more involved. Like they went away from him after that punch out. I want to see him get more reps, man. I need to see Michael Mayer because he's going to be a huge part of this offense in the future, man. I want to get him going.
I know this is more than 3, but I would also the holding penalties and then fumbles. Let's knock that shit out, man.
Yeah. Oh, and here's one more. This is my last one. Stop Khalil Mack. Chip away at him, whatever you need to do, because they don't have Bosa. They have a lot of injuries across that D-line. A lot of, they're beat up a little bit. Control Khalil Mack. You cannot allow him to have another 5-6 sack game. That would be insane. You got to chip away at him, double team him, triple team him, do whatever you need to do, but keep Khalil Mack under wraps as much as possible.
McDaniels say that, oh yeah, we doubled them. They never doubled them. I don't think fucking once that game.
And that was that lets you know how clueless this dude was. Remember that after the we doubled, we did everything we could, and then Khalil came out and was like, they didn't double me.
You think we're stupid?
Yeah.
Like, you must think we're stupid because the game I watched, we can go and pull it up right now, and clearly you didn't.
No, at all. Bro, you watched it. You watched the tape. There was none of it. So they left him one-on-one, and he absolutely cooked. So it is what it is.
Again, I mean, consistency with our special teams. We got 2 of the best kickers in the NFL, right? I mean,
yeah,
our coverage has been good. Our kicker has been good. We didn't have any turnovers. Did we create any against Minnesota?
No.
See that? We lost a turnover battle.
Yeah, and that's what happens. We had 2 of them, a fumble recovery and a pick. Yeah. So we didn't have any, we didn't create any turnovers. But to be honest with you, they still only had 3 points. So, the offense just stalled left and right. I don't even know if we would have did anything with any turnover. We may have, I don't know, but salute to John. I just want to see positive plays on the offense and the defense stay the course. I agree. We will be live tonight, you guys, covering the game. Me and Hammer will be doing the watch party. Stu, I know you, if you're around, brother, please let me know. We'll figure out a way to keep everything on the screen.
Let me, if I have to come in at halftime or something or whatever.
No, we want to bring you on to talk a little bit about the game too. We just got to make sure that everything fits on the screen.
Yeah.
But
the game's at 8:50.
Yes, 7:15 my time, 8:15 your time.
Okay.
Yeah. Salute you guys. Make sure
I have a good. I don't ever make predictions, but we're gonna win this game.
And you know what? Without Justin Herbert and Keenan out, you better. This is one game that the AP has to use as, this is a must win. Like, you have to win this game. Like, I get losing to Miami, I get losing to Kansas City.
I will say this. I mean, every game we're in it in the fourth quarter.
Stu, I'm sorry, man. Look, I love Antonio Pierce. If you lose to Minnesota 3-0 and then you come in and lose to a Justin Herbertless Chargers, you may be on your way out. This is what it is. This is a must-win. This is a must-win game for him. And I think Champ Kelly's safe regardless. I think he's going to get a whole offseason at GM to figure out what it is. But I'm going to be honest, Antonio Pierce, you better find a way to win this game today because this is very important for your future as our head coach. Other than that, you got anything to say on the way out, Stu? I know you got to get out of here, man.
No, I just want to say thanks for everyone for pulling up. And I loved everyone's comments in here. I thought everyone was positive, especially how it could be, right? You know what I mean? So I think we still have a lot left this season, and it's fun. I'm excited to have, like I said, I watched the Minnesota game last night. Now we have a live game tonight against AFC West division. I hate the fucking Chargers.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's a home game. So this is gonna be. We gotta fucking win.
Yeah, you gotta win this game. Salute to my brother Stu, man. Go get the kids, my brother. Hey, call me when you get back home. I'm gonna put this stream together for the game tonight. Salute to everybody here in the building. I hope to see you guys on this watch party. And I want to ask, like, real talk, show up for us, you guys. We have this sponsor tonight. It'd be a good look if the nation came out deep and show support. Pop in, hit the like button. Even if you're not going to stick around, hit the like button and show these people what we do.
Let me say this too. Obviously, the last time we were on the show, I was a little upset, and I apologize for.
What you apologizing for?
Just I swearing at people and doing that shit.
Bro, we're Raiders, bro. We get emotional. We talk.
I know, but I I can say that, you know, I apologize, and I was glad to come on here and just
be able to talk.
Get that last time I was on kind of recovered, and all the fans have been great. So
salute to everybody in the chat, man. We appreciate you guys as always. And like Wasted said, the post game will be on his channel, so make sure you guys pull up on Wasted's channel. Other than that, man, Stu, love you, bro. You already know. Call me when you get back to the crib, brother.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Salute you guys on the way out. Wipe them feet. Hit that subscribe button. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. See you tonight. One.
Talking about.